EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, Prescott.
Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Tackle made that time by Chauncey Golston.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
To throw on second is Watson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
From the gun on third, Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Cowboys nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
Going to run again here with Pollard. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's Prescott. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And the Browns first down.
On 1st down, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 6-yard line.
To throw is Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0.
14. Cowboys nothing. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Prescott now. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami.
Tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Miami Dolphins.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Miami.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. That took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards. And the Dolphins need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
They'll give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run, and then executed.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9.
Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Chubb on the counter. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now 2nd and 5.
And again, it's Chubb. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Watson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Watson going to try and run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Tua going to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground, 1st and 10.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
before they drop it. Yeah, good for 22 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain.
And he will take it in from Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Browns drive about to get started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Watson. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off of play action, it's Watson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
Watson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and a yard. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Tua, the final shot before half. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result heading up. Back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Berrios is going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Tua.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
To throw is Watson.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander on the 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you did? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Chubb running right. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5.
Touchdown, Browns! Marquise Goodwin from 19 yards away.
And the Browns get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Dolphins 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lead. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here just... We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Burrow. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, Burrow fighting through pressure. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Burrow on play action. Steps away. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Shoves him away. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Play action. It's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's second and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down, Browns.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Here's Watson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. We're scoreless after one.
quarter with no score.
This now a 3rd and 4. Now Watson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin, 62 yards.
And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Now Watson.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase, 27 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Watson on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary.
or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
First down, here's Burrow.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
11.
Burrow will throw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling.
13 yards on the play.
Now Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Burrow.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And off we go from Cleveland.
KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard, 71 yards. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Browns 0.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll start this drive just across the... Nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns 1st down as he gets this up past the 40.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They run it again with Chubb.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Chubb will get the call running left. 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guy scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A give to Pollard running left. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 35.
We're watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Throwing, Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
No timeout.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the gun, here's Watson. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy.
Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Watson.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, here's Watson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A first down throw for Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A second down throw for Prescott.
Going right back to Ferguson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.
Breaks through the contact.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level.
They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Here's Watson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete.
Oh, he's going to be stopped on the right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Pollard again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run with Pollard.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Round 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, the return from his end zone is Grant. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
2nd and 6.
Now it's Watson. And he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
It's 4th down.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 29 yards. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, Watson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed during the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Watson. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Watson looks to throw again. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson now to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Here's Chubb. Back-to-back catches for him. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 23-yard run.
And the Cowboys have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Round 7.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Watson on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Again, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here we go on 4th. Watson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To the air yet again, Watson.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Throwing here, Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Hey, kill.
Prescott off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Kill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, this was